And some of the information we want to get is from you today. And let's start with your client, R. Kelly. We know what's going on with the coronavirus. We know how it's impacting jails and prisons across the country. And my understanding is you have now filed a motion to try to get R. Kelly released. Can you explain what you did?
Good morning, good morning. I know it's early in the morning. I don't need to be up this morning, early morning. It is 5:23. The reason I'm up this early in the morning because my mother has to go bathroom and I have to be, up. Hello, like I said, name is Shannon for R. Kelly. I mean, no, that's my other channel. This one is Baby 2020 for R. Kelly. Baby 2020 for R. Kelly. My bad.
And why you did it?
Sure. I don't think we really know, and that's part of the concern here. There's what they're telling us is that we should social distance, right? We should be apart. And people like R. Kelly, any inmate, is in essentially confinement with, in his case, there's 80 other people on a small jail floor. You have a cellmate. You have to go out into a common area to eat. The food is being brought by people who may or may not be infected. You have 80 people sharing 2 telephones.
This is Stephen Greenberg. This is R. Kelly's defense lawyer.
What the Bureau of Prisons has done is they've cut off all visitation from outsiders, but they've said we're going to increase everyone's phone minutes. We're going to let you talk on the phone more. So you've even got more chance of transmission and infection from that. And let's face it, R. Kelly, unlike, for instance, Michael Avenatti, who tried this, or Michael Cohen, is a pretrial detainee. Whatever you may think, he is assumed innocent of the charges. He is not a flight risk, and he's not a danger to others. So what we did was we asked in both New York and Chicago for the judges to allow him to be released and to be released to his apartment. It's no longer in the Trump. He's got a new apartment. He can remain on confinement there. He can be on what they call home incarceration, which is 24-hour a day. But the fact is that the jail is probably the worst environment anyone could possibly be in now.
All right, let's walk through this a little bit, though. One concern that people are going to say is, okay, he's not a flight risk. Really? He's not a flight risk? This is a guy with access to money. And I think that's one of the first things that people react to when they talk about R. Kelly. This guy who's been around the world, has performed around the world. What would prevent him from traveling?
The coronavirus one thing.
Well, first of all, he has no desire to flee. Second of all, he has nowhere to go. Third of all, there's no flights. Fourth of all, he doesn't have a passport. He knew these charges were coming for a long time, and he didn't flee at all. When the agents first approached him on the street in Chicago, he was cooperative. He was under indictment in state court. He didn't flee. When he had his prior state charges, which were very, very serious charges, those charges carried potentially decades in jail. He showed up for every court appearance. He's not a flight risk in any way, shape, or form. Where is he possibly going to hide? He's R. Kelly.
Well, how about this? What, besides the fact that he's R. Kelly and he's a celebrity, makes him different than anyone else right now who's in jail waiting for a trial?
Vinny, I don't think he's different than anyone else. My associate was in court today, this morning, asking for bonds to be set on several of our state court inmates. He's at a different courthouse this afternoon asking the bond be set. I've got another gentleman who's a little bit older than R. Kelly, who's in a prison serving a 20-year sentence. He has about 3 years left. We filed yesterday asking for compassionate release for him. I mean, this is an extraordinary situation. I don't think it's one that anyone anticipated, and it's going to require creative solutions, but people should not be required to be in a situation where they are exposed to this pandemic. He's not a murderer. He's not someone who's been convicted of a crime, and he should be released. There are accommodations that can be made, And people who are charged with crimes, I understand that they're serious crimes. I understand that bail can restrict you. But when bail is putting you in a situation where your health is at risk, that's a different story. Imagine if there was an outbreak of malaria in the jails. People would say, oh my God, we've got to let these people go. Imagine if there was an outbreak. I mean, it's medically impossible, but what if cancer could be transmitted by just being in the same room with somebody? People would say, we got to let these guys go. These are not people who've been sentenced to death.
So what is going to, because the allegations against him is that he has some level of control over any series of women, young women, minors, etc. What would prevent him exercising that control and having these people who prosecutors say are victims of R. Kelly somehow return to wherever R. Kelly is?
The charges and the indictments go back decades. Those women have moved on from whatever relationship they may have had with R. Kelly. R. Kelly has moved on from whatever relationship he may have had with them. Azriel Clary, who was sticking by him, has now sought to go off on her own. Not sought to go off on her own. She has gone off on her own. She is profiting from her relationship with R. Kelly. She's not going to profit if she goes back to him. He has Jocelyn Savage, who he wants to live with. She's in the apartment now, and that's the only person who's there. No one's going to be coming running back to R. Kelly and away from these allegations that they've made.
All right, let's talk about some of the allegations. There's been a superseding indictment filed against R. Kelly. Racketeering. Racketeering is the big headline. I think of racketeering. I think back to the years of those mob trials, Rudy Giuliani, John Gotti, etc. Your reaction to your client now, and there have been other racketeering charges, but this whole concept that he's running a criminal enterprise.
Right. This is probably the greatest abuse of the RICO law that I have seen in my years of practice, and the greatest abuse I can find. Every time RICO's been used in a case, in a criminal case, it's been used to prosecute essentially a gang. Whether the gang is the mob, the gang is a street gang, the gang is a drug dealing enterprise, something like that, that has been a violent enterprise that has wreaked havoc on over a number of years on a community across the country, whatever it is. Here, what they're saying is that R. Kelly, and it's very complicated, but they're saying that R. Kelly, the musical brand, the singer himself, not Robert Sylvester Kelly, but R. Kelly, the persona. It'd be like saying, I'm trying to think of another artist, not necessarily Prince or someone like that, but just the identity of R. Kelly. It's like saying the Beatles were a RICO enterprise. Because what they've said is the purpose of this RICO enterprise was to promote his shows, was to sell albums, was to sell music, and was to get girls and have sex. Well, that sounds to me like the Rolling Stones, Beatles, Bon Jovi, any other, and said these are things that he's done wrong. And under the racketeering law, because it doesn't matter if the crime is a misdemeanor or a felony, doesn't really matter the mental state, they've elevated it into this superstar of charges. This is not what the racketeering laws were intended to punish, and it's an abuse of the racketeering statute, in our opinion.
I have to correct you, stand up for my fellow New Jerseyan. Bon Jovi married his high school sweetheart, Steve.
Okay.
You should know that.
I don't know that, but I didn't use Bruce Springsteen because I knew you were from New Jersey.
Exactly. All right, let's talk about trial dates here, right? There's a trial date coming up in October, but we know everything that's happening now.
There's a trial date coming up in July in New York.
July also, that's right. So how does all of this impact all of that? You've got tons of clients, plenty of cases, but so does every other lawyer, every other judge. What's going to happen to our courts, and how do you think that ends up impacting the cases against R. Kelly?
I don't know in general what they're going to do. I know that here in the Chicago area, there's 5 different counties. There's Cook County, which is where Chicago is. Then there's what they call the collar counties, and each county has taken a different approach. Cook County has set things off to basically mid-May. I think that's unrealistic. The next largest county has said, when we figure out a date, we're going to start resetting everything. The state Supreme Court has said that the speedy trial statute should not apply during this pandemic. I don't know if they can say that lawfully or not, but they've said it. There's no way to get ready for a trial of this magnitude in this environment. The jail, we have to get special permission to go into the jail. I went one day to review the new indictment with him. But let's face it, while I don't want him in that jail, I don't want me in that jail either. I'm, 6 weeks off from my 60th birthday, which is one of the ages they say if you're older than 60, although they keep backing that up. So maybe it's older than 50, maybe it's older than 40 now. But I don't want to be in the jail day after day in this situation preparing for trial with them. And that's one of the things we put in our motion. I don't see any way we can go to trial in July in this current environment. Maybe October, but certainly not in July.
Do you think there's going to be an incredible backlog because, there's still crimes being committed as we sit here and speak? The criminals do what they do. Some may stop because of coronavirus, but many will not, and there'll be other crimes. So what's going to happen overall? I mean, for every month that goes by, those are old cases that haven't been tried, but then there's a month full of new cases that have arisen.
Right. Here again, I can only speak to what's going on in my own backyard, but in Cook County, they are not prosecuting drug cases. So if someone gets arrested on a drug case, and let's face it, the police aren't arresting people nearly as aggressively as they usually do. If someone gets arrested on a drug case, they're going to court, and that case is being dismissed. I saw probably 24 get dismissed the other day. There's still shootings going on in Chicago. I think last night there were 6 separate shootings. I don't know if they're investigating them. I don't know what they're doing with them. But there's going to be a huge backlog of cases that need to be brought that are being dismissed during this time, where there's going to be a lot of people who think they can get away with anything. I don't have those solutions. Those are policy solutions for greater minds than mine. I think everyone's got their hands full now with trying to figure out what we do with the people that are in jail that are, for example, low-level offenders. Someone who couldn't make bond but is charged with a drug case. Someone who couldn't make bond but is charged with a theft. And again, I'm not talking about someone charged with a murder, but the lower-level offenders. I think they're trying to figure out right now what to do with those people. Part of all that sort of depends on who you believe and whose forecast you believe, and that's part of the great unknown, what's really going to happen in the next few weeks.
So from your perspective, you're trying to get R. Kelly out. The fact that he is R. Kelly, he is a celebrity, does that harm him? Because if he gets out, everyone's going to hear about it. And then everyone's going to be wondering, why did R. Kelly get out and no one else? So you think that may deter a judge or judges from helping R. Kelly out here and sending him to some level of home arrest, waiting for his
similar motions on? Other lawyers have filed motions on behalf of their clients. We're not asking that he be released because he's R. Kelly. We're asking that he be released because he's not a flight risk, he's not a danger, and the present environment that he's in is risky to his health and everyone else's health.
Does he have health issues?
He does have health issues. He's had surgery. He had a hernia surgery while he was in jail. He has high blood pressure. He has a slipped disc that he's dealing with. But no, he doesn't have asthma, which places him at a higher risk than most people. But he's 53 years old, and he's in a jail environment. I don't think that someone who is in jail, who is charged with a nonviolent, and I'm talking serious violence, a nonviolent felony, should be held in jail. They should make an accommodation that through today's technology, all of these people can be released and can be monitored on an electronic monitoring bracelet, and they should all be released. These are strange times. These are unprecedented times, and they call for, unique solutions.
Now, in R. Kelly's case,
response to the motion, I believe, by Monday. The Chicago judge has asked the prosecutors here to file a response by Wednesday. They want to know what Bureau of Prisons is doing, because even if you're in a local jail, it's still governed by Bureau of Prisons. What are they doing in light of the crisis and light to protect the inmates? So we'll get some more clarity then. It's interesting. I read something this morning that the Bureau of Prisons is now asking that the federal jails don't transfer people to them. In other words, they want to stop the transfer of new inmates into the Bureau of Prisons. Local jails, the local federal jails, have asked to slow down the flow of new people coming to the jails. Everyone recognizes this is a problem. The question...
You're with okay, lawyer.
What it do. 5 people on. I'm gonna go ahead and run this real quick.
Taking one
I'm gonna run these 2 songs, then we're gonna get right to it. Hey, Nikia, I'm gonna run these 2 songs, we're gonna get into it. Let's go. Hey, Chad, how y'all doing? Colin. What's up, Tox? I ain't know you was hitting them like that today, Tox. God damn.
Hey.
Man, she hit it, but I'm going to give y'all a new cut industry. Let's listen to it, and then I'm going to jump right into it. Let's go. A lot of y'all haven't heard it. I'm going to drop it for y'all. Hey, I'll get some hearts for Toxic Diamond. I ain't know she was coming like that today. Hey, Nakia. Sizzle in the building. You're digging me in the building. Lisa Williams, Miss Dixon, Dewan, Juanita. Sylvia, hey, what up, Gucci? Scott's on in the building. Lady D, Marcia, Miss Fat, Michelle, Yvette, Thelma, Diamond, Anna Mae, Nell Taylor, Shari Glenn, Miss Jersey girl from Poconos. Love yourself, Faces and Beyond. Hey. Tawana Campbell, hey. Coco with the K. By the guy, my guy. My boy Curtis. Toy, EJ, Miss Shirley, Sid, Bo, and Sylvia in the building. Hit hard. The war's not over, just long bullets. It's all good, man. Diane Taylor, hey. This is what they don't want coming out. You're live on the Dana J Show, y'all. Y'all know I brought y'all some commentary early. But with Toxic Diamond, bro. Hey, Tox, I want to know who your source is. God damn, you knowing stuff before I even thought about knowing what's going on. But shout out to Toxic Diamond. When she get it, she fact check it. She make sure because she don't got time to be looking crazy. Y'all see how many people she got. And I've never known her to bring no crazy news. I mean, I know her to bring some wild news, but not nothing crazy like today. Whew. So what we're going to do is we're just going to revisit Toxic Diamond's. Why you calling me? Hold on. We're just going to revisit Toxic Diamond's. Hold on. You're live on the Dana J Show. I can help you. What's going on? You ain't let me get into what I was doing before you called in. I'm going to let you know. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, she don't have a dog to fight in the situation. She don't care. They just know that she have a major platform, so they hit her with it. It's crazy. It's crazy. So we're gonna revisit Toxic Diamond's. We're gonna revisit Toxic Diamond live from today, and we also going to support her later on. Actually, as soon as I get off, we got to head on over there because I think she'll be gone by then. But hey, Mama Mary, we just gonna revisit what happened. I mean, it kind of shocked me, threw me for a loop. Only thing I know is that she called me. She said, "Do you mind if I ask you some questions and I'm gonna record it?" I said, "Cool, go ahead. I'm gonna answer to my best ability." And when she's done, she's like, "All right, thanks." It shocked me from that point on. Hold on, I'm trying to get some sound. Coming to the media with Kelly, you don't need a. I don't know. The first part of her audio was okay. Here we go. Are y'all here for it? But we ain't gonna use that no more. All right. Perfect. And my apologies. Okay, guys. So today, a bunch of shit happened, okay? I have, as you guys know, I have sources that are close to R. Kelly, that are close to... You do not be loud. Situation. And there's a lot going on
a young woman or two young women, and their names
That's true, Curtis.
Lisa and Cassandra Kelly. Now, these are the fake sisters that are supposed to be R. Kelly's sisters. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and get a picture of said sisters on the menu. Hold on, let me see where we going with it. Let me pull these sisters up. Okay, just in case y'all don't know how these sisters look.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill some holes in that I couldn't do at that time because when Tox called, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't even expecting her to call. So I was still working. I was at work. So I'm gonna fill some stuff in that's gonna really, help people along the way. So let's go.
Okay, these sisters are down here. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, I once had a conversation with Demetrius Smith, okay? I asked Demetrius, I said, Demetrius, do you think that these girls are truly R. Kelly's sisters? And Demetrius said to me, in order for these girls to be R. Kelly's sisters, there would have to be some type of incest that's taking place with this whole thing, because the name Kelly did not come from R. Kelly's father's side of nice ladies who were there to support R. Kelly. And at first he was like, I don't really understand why these girls are coming out saying they're my sisters, why these women, but then eventually R. Kelly was able to pull it together and basically say, okay, well, I feel like
I was the one that, pressed the issue. And when I first took the picture to Rob asked me, he said, well, how you know they my damn sisters? And I said, well, nothing beats a failure but a try. You know what I mean? You can find out. And then he said, well, how you know that's my goddamn father? He said, I never met my father. So I'm listening to what's being told to me from them. And I went to another person that's close to Rob. And I was like, we have to go ahead and push this thing because, what if they are his family? Rob wouldn't know or anything. So therefore, by me being an advocate for family, that's what I was advocating for. I was advocating for family. Not no craziness, not nothing like that. I was advocating only for family. So then when I took Rob to meet them, it was Phase's sister, Lisa, Cassandra, their manager. I'm going to say manager because I only say handler when I get mad. But their manager, Rogers, they had to meet me somewhere, and then we had to go somewhere else, and then we had to cross somewhere else, and then we met Rob there. I pretty much put it on my back like they were okay because I believed what they said because of the picture that was sent to me, which is I'm gonna show you a single picture, and then I'm gonna show you a collage that I made. Here's a single picture. Here's a single picture. Now, here's the collage that I made. If you notice, you only see one of the sisters there, or you only see one of the alleged sisters. You only see one. Because that's the only resemblance. However, from that point, Rob talked to him. Then from that point, they'll go to the gym with us. And they was about to leave and get on a plane. And Rob was like, all right, bye, sis, talking to Cassandra. He didn't say that to Lisa. He said to Cassandra. He said, all right, bye, sis. So that's the reason why I actually thought that, they were related because, once again, if you look at the collage, Rob looks like that man a little bit. He favors that man a little bit. Now,
maybe
I'm just wanting to see Rob with his dad, or if his dad is still living. But I'm gonna tell you what fucked my head up. And what fucked my head up was I was told that this man is dead, right? So when all the backstabbing and shit started happening, Lisa slipped up and said, "Well, Dana, and we need to go visit. We're going to go visit Rob at the jail because his father want to go see him." I said, "Huh?" She said, "Dana, we going to go visit Rob at the jail because his dad want to go see him." That's when I just didn't return the phone call back. I couldn't fuck with it anymore after that. Because honestly, that was none of my business. If that's what was going on, that's what's going on. So that really confused me. It really confused me, honestly. And then the other thing that confused me was but I understand like the family togetherness. Can I understand the situations of family reunions? But what I did.
Please like my page. Subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up or thumbs down. And go to my other channel. Channel for R. Kelly. Channel for R. Kelly. Channel for R. Kelly.
Understand is when we was about to film for Shabazz, we had already filmed. But then I was getting word that Shabazz was trying to buy Rob's mom at the family reunion, or the video at the family reunion, and something about they was trying to sell it, like I guess Lisa and Cassandra trying to get it for Shabazz for $12,000. So I sat back, I said, I don't know. It don't make sense to me. But why would anybody do that? Because if y'all related, y'all shouldn't need Mama Joe. Knowing that that's a touchy situation for Rob. You wouldn't want to bring nothing like that out. So, and then I just started seeing the shadiness with Lisa. I want to make that right. I seen the shadiness of Lisa and Rogers. Cassandra never showed me any signs of being shady. She was actually the quiet one, the mild one, who really didn't want to hear no arguments or nothing. But it was Lisa who was very shady and very outspoken. So I just wanted to get that out. Hey, Brooke, I ain't missed prayer today. So I just wanted to get that out. Now let's finish.
Can you guys see me? Can you guys see and hear me? Hold on, let me see. Let me see if you can see me. Can you see and hear me?
Oh, and then I want to show y'all something else.
Okay.
Just so y'all know, when we filmed, these were the only folks that filmed with us in Chicago. This was right after we finished filming. Y'all see me, you see Demi, you see Shantae, you see Shabon, you see Sylvia. We are the only ones that film. And we finished filming like 3:30 in the morning. We were tired. Actually, people were falling asleep filming. I'm gonna show y'all this. This is the picture that made CBS Chicago. That made CBS Chicago. And you clearly see the difference. Cause Lisa looked like she can be. And This is the other picture. So if you see any of those pictures out there, they're the ones that was taken off of my Facebook account and off the news account. So that way y'all know. But what y'all need to ask is, Dana, did y'all, because I didn't know what the hell was going on, because I talked to somebody after that and they told me don't get comfortable with these people. So I'm going to show y'all the pictures. This was right after court. Pay attention. Right after court. The two on the end were the ones that were stabbing me in my back the whole time. Hold on. I'm going to show you. So that way people can know that when Dr. Rogers said that we had a beef, this didn't look like a beef there, did it? And this was the second time that we went to court. I mean, third time. This didn't look like a beef, did it? This didn't look like it was a problem. Watch this. I'm going to just do it this way. So, at the end of the day, I have to, until this is cleared up, I will not be communicating with any of them. I'm totally separated from them. Their numbers are blocked out of my phone due to the fact that I don't want to get caught up in this crosshair any more than I already am. It's bad enough I put this situation on my back and I took them to Rob. And then for this to come out, I really feel bad. So I have to protect myself now. And in protecting myself, I got to realize that I can't be around them. I won't even call them or associate or call them or talk to them or nothing. Because now this has become a shit show for them. And at the end of the day, I kept asking everybody the same question. Is anybody thinking about where this will put me at and my long-standing relationship with Robert?
I make sure that I can be seen and heard. Okay, I don't know what happened with Mrs. Shanti, but I'm definitely praying for you as well. Okay, so I just want to make that I am going to try to speak to these women, and I want to know they're part of it. We got a little bit of proof going on up in here in the house that you guys have receipts to drop, so we're going to drop that. Okay, now. They started showing up to R. Kelly's court cases. They started telling people in the public. They started coming to the media with the fact that they are R. Kelly's sisters. And of course, there are people that believe it and there are people that didn't. Well, if you guys don't know, I do have an exclusive with Sharon Winbush. But Sharon Winbush is one of the very first people who sent me her conversation with her and these young women. It's going to be going on a slideshow, and then I'm going to be reading it to you as it's going on a slideshow. Here's what happened between Sharon Winbush and these women. My name is spelled Toxsique. If you want to say hi to me, child. Okay, so it's going in a kind of like in a loop. It's panning through what I'm going to be reading to you guys. I just want you guys to know that it really is there. I really am reading this, and this is what was said. It says here that Cassandra reached out. Sharon Winbush shares a video of her on how she broke down the Me Too and Time's Up movement, breaking the law for R. Kelly. If you guys don't know, Sharon Winbush, one second before I read those. Sharon Winbush is an advocate for R. Kelly, and she's most definitely on his side. She wants to see him win. And so she is all over the internet making statements see that. I'm really reading. Okay. She says here, Robert, and you guys know anybody that knows R. Kelly calls him Robert, okay? She says Robert is illiterate. He cannot read or write. He didn't card females. If he did, he wouldn't have been able to read their driver's license or birth certificate anyway. He didn't call because he couldn't read names written. He relied on them to tell him their age truthfully when he asked. And he did. He asked everyone around him their age. If you lie, he couldn't verify. Every 2-year-old knows how to say no and throw a fit if you ask them to do anything they don't want. Robert's videos go in showers, menage a trois, because that's Robert videos go in showers, menage a trois, because that's what he's into. He then goes back with all his sex partners. If he's a molester, if he's a monster, the female created the monster by aggressively pursuing him and saying, yes, you can PP on me. Yes, I will lick a woman, hoping you spend money. When you agree to degrading sexual acts, you consent to abuse. #complicit. You wouldn't let a homeless man pee on you, lick pussy, have group sex for him, then why would you do it for R. Kelly? You don't need a 3-part documentary to mute R. Kelly. Then she goes on to say, just say no at the first sign of smoke. No, you can't talk to me like that. No, you cannot pee on me. No, I won't lick a woman. No, I won't participate in group sex. Not for any purse, shoes, or any amount of money. Making you the victim means you have no power. Empowerment is taking responsibility and learning lessons. You don't wait 10, 15, 20 years, then cry victim. Robert, Drea, Sparkle, or any females aren't victims. All have power. Any females aren't victims. All have power. They don't teach Black girls to value themselves, so they aren't influenced by violence. Stop promoting sexual music to 12-year-old kids. Teach them their power. Okay. So that is what she had to say in regards to the situation with R. Kelly. As you guys can see, she's specifically saying, no, R. Kelly was not able to read these girls' IDs. He relied on them to most indefinitely come with the right shit in their page, and they did it. You know what I'm saying? At one point or another, you do have to ask yourself, what part did these girls play in this R. Kelly thing? Like I said all the time about just Geronda Pace alone. Geronda Pace was a 15-year-old student. Okay, and by the way, we will be going live reading Geronda Pace's book tonight. I do have reading one who we started reading her side of the family, but they don't know the truth. Now remember, I was telling you guys that these young ladies, I talked to Demetrius Smith, and Demetrius Smith told me that there's only one way these girls would have gotten the last name Kelly, and that's if they were involved with the mom's side of the family. So now they're saying that they don't know the truth. She's saying, they don't know the truth. So whatever, they'll take a DNA test. So then they go on to say, I'm going to do a 4-way call so that everybody will know the truth. I trust no one. They have been lying to Rob, everyone around him all these years, and they are still lying now. DNA test proves everything shared. If Robert wants to know the truth, he can call us and come to act. Whatever he needs to ask, I have a reason to lie. Too much to lose. So then she says, hello, beautiful Sharon. How are you today? I'm at the beach until Tuesday. If you need to reach me for anything, just call. Much love. You again, let Robert know we're coming to court on the 26th to support him. I hope to see you then. Have a good night.
And I'm going to go there. Me and Cassandra had a talk before they first appeared in court, and she was like, and do you think we should come? And I said, yeah, y'all should come and support. So then they started coming to court.
Cassandra. So then Dr. Rice apparently did a follow-up saying that the details that y'all have given him, I'm not going to say old young ladies because they look like old lady games to me. Okay, so anyways, there was one particular part where Sharon says that Dr. Rice did a follow-up saying that these ladies' proof was kind of wacky and not really adding up. And then she says, how would Cassandra know? Talking to Dr. Rice as well. And there was some kind of conspiratorial thing going on with these women. Okay, I'm trying to get it in the order that it was given to me. Okay. So here's the thing. With these two sisters, I already knew they were fake. I never really did any reporting on these women because I always felt like they were fake. But what they're doing behind the scenes will blow your effing mind, child. Okay, I'm talking about these women that start a whole new Dana J. R. Kelly Me Too movement against Dana J. Behind the scenes, while they were on trial or at trial for their brother who's on trial for rape. So they have hooked up with these other supporters. They hooked up with this other supporter because they're hooked up with a lot of R. Kelly supporters. Essentially, that's what they are. They're R. Kelly supporters who became stalkers. And that's why I was telling Miss Hines, like, yeah, you're right, okay? So this is the word around town. There are R. Kelly supporters that have become stalkers, okay? And these young women have behind the scenes have this woman named Jasmine and themselves a Kelly supporter and says that R. Kelly is his brother. And accused Dana J of rape. So let me pull up this conversation for you guys. I might have to go through a couple. Let me see. Right. So Dana J, I wanted to ask you today, and I appreciate you for speaking with me in regards to this topic. There was recently a cease and desist order issued to thoughts on the sisters, and maybe if you thought they were really his sisters, can you give us something? Hold on. Before I start this audio, let me just tell you guys right now. I just want to pull this picture up a little bit bigger for you guys to get this. Let me turn this way. Hold on. Let me get the camera right there. We go. Okay, because I'm about to shift. So you're looking at Cassandra and Lisa.
Right, Curtis.
And you're also looking at Dana J. Dana J has his own YouTube channel that's pretty much dedicated to R. Kelly support, and a lot of his fans are R. Kelly supporters. He was obviously at Robert's court date as well, at R. Kelly's court date. And here they are speaking on his behalf after court ended. However, like I said, there was a lot going on behind the scenes. So you guys see right now, these three are together. At one point, they did have some.
Oh, hold on. What the hell's going on? Let me go back. THR.
Because the camera, it made us look like we was together, but we actually wasn't. They were pulled on first, and then the lady told me to stand behind them, so I stood like off to the side because if you notice, we didn't do our interview together. We did our interview apart from each other. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up that interview. Hold on. Let's see. So that way y'all can get a visual of what it is. Here we go. 115 code 4. Here we go.
He's being brave. He's open up. Thank God for that. He has faith that everything's going to work out with you, under the circumstances. I'm surprised he's still standing. There's been so much coming at him, but he does have family that supports him. We've been writing him. Please keep in touch with him. digest for his family each and every day. Waking up, seeing him on TV, seeing him going through this. The allegations, social media, everything we've been going through. It's a lot to digest, but we get through it. Yeah, we get through this family. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see, but we're here to support him. We're here to support him and show that the brother, sister love for him. Just be there for him as a family. Cassandra. CASSANDRA. Kelly. Yes.
Y'all see the truth? How it's not the same, like it's not together.
And just want to be here. Show him, he's got. We were at a previous one. Earlier. Yeah, we was. And then the other one was canceled. We're not in the area. We just kind of fly here. Yeah, we fly. That's not challenging, right? It's very challenging. Sorry. It's very challenging, but he gets through it. He's very smart, very talented. So he's reached heights that someone else with that ability probably wouldn't have been able to reach. And so I feel like he can, he can read just a little, not quite as much, but he gets through, like she said. He gets through it. And what's your hope happen? I'm hoping that he gets free. I'm hoping that justice is served. Yes. Yeah, I agree with Lisa. I'm just hoping that he is free. Justice is served. Fairness is done. Yeah. Younger.
You got a brother, right?
Yes. We're actually from his father. Everyone know that he has family that love and support him, and we're gonna be here for him. Yeah, that's it. Regardless. Yeah. And then, sir, did you want to share your culture as well? And you can introduce yourself.
My name is Dana Jackson.
And your name? Yes. Jackson.
Yes.
And how are you?
Rob Kelly is a mentor, basically like my pops, pretty much. Basically raised me. That's pretty much how I'm doing the situation.
How is it to see him at a workshop?
Very well. We've been down this road before. Actually, that I've never seen in 22 years. I've never seen none of this. No traits of him being alleged that he's falsely accused. And the only thing that I can say is, because I'm one of the ones that have been there around him for the long venture, one thing I can say is that he's a loving person. He's like God's gift, really. God's gift to the world. Not because he's loving, he's always outpouring, he's always uplifting, he's always being there. He's always that one that's there for you when you need. So to see this, to be like, this was going on, these are the allegations. Now, that's why I ride the way I do, meaning that I go to the ends of the earth to have him vindicated and to show that Lifetime played on the emotions of the people. And when Lifetime played on the emotions of the people, it turned everybody against Robert Kelly.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
I guess that's what they didn't want to hear, so they didn't want to ask me no more questions after that. But they was like, oh, this guy gonna go in. Well, I answered the questions that they asked me thoroughly. I was waiting for them to ask me the same question that they asked them about let's get back to the lecture at hand.
On his behalf together, and then things went awry.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Let me play this audio for you guys. Make sure I pull this back. All right, here we go. So, Dana J, I wanted to ask you today, and I appreciate you for speaking with me in regards to this topic. We started shooting a lot of pictures with
I do dress like that, bro.
General thoughts about the sisters, and
Thanks.
they thought they were really his sisters, and give us something.
All the situations for that. When it came to me, when he asked me, when I think the talk about me and sisters. So I said, so I said, so, yeah, I don't have to worry now.
Okay, because I was going to ask you who was it that you were saying was handling them. So the sisters actually have a handler.
I'm not going to do that. The lady that handles their stage.
Okay.
I'm going to take their manager.
Okay.
Their manager, Ross. She sent me a picture of, I guess, supposed to be their dad. So then when that happened, I was like, okay, so I'm going to call.
But wait, Archie never knew his dad, right?
I don't know. I didn't go that deep into it.
Well, from what I read, R. Kelly said he never even met his dad. So how was that picture relevant?
The picture, I kind of see her run up a little bit. Was I think run up with the guy a little bit. And I was like, well, they come to court, they'll come to court. And then I pressed the issue one day about Rob's sister. Rob had a long story short, but they had a nice little discussion.
But now he's changed his mind at that moment, I should say. You had a talk with him in regards to these women. They showed him a picture, they showed you a picture of a man that favored R. Kelly that was supposed to be R. Kelly's father. And then, so R. Kelly said, okay, I will accept them as my sisters. Okay, what was that like? What was the behavior like?
It was real cool. It was friendly. They were appeared to be like that they were people's people. You know, when I just got involved, I see that it became something different. And then they even tried to have, they were going around trying to get my government name so they can have me locked up on a false charge.
Okay, so these sisters actually turned against you within, okay, and what exactly, Dana, were they trying to say that you did to them? They tried to say you raped Brian Jasmine. Who is Jasmine exactly?
I'm going to say this. Jasmine has told a lot of stories. The story that came out was that at first, me and Rob had forced her into a threesome and all this, but she been going on platforms and saying this and saying that, and I didn't want to air out, so I would say just a little bit of stuff. But I'm gonna show y'all what Rob sent me the night I left, and y'all can see that there's no games, no nothing. So that's why I chose not to. So let's keep going.
She was a friend that came almost and saw her arrival. So what I think is after the situation and he got a hold of the information, that's when they were trying to go around different people that know me acting for my government name, stuff like that.
So after you dealt with the girl Jasmine, the two sisters, Lisa and Cassandra, they got to get hold of that information, and then they try to use that against you.
Right, not Cassandra, but Lisa and Raj.
And the girl is playing along with this, Jasmine?
Yes. Yes, it's a whole crew.
Okay, who is watching her? Rogers is the handler, you said.
She's a manager.
Manager. Okay, yeah, I forgot we was using that word.
Now, for Jasmine to be raped by me allegedly, as you say, she got mad when I was looking at another girl in a trunk. I ain't gonna lie, with a thick white chick in a trunk. And I looked at her. Jasmine got mad. Was like, "Oh, I can't believe you're doing this to me." And I'm like, "Yo, we not together." So that night, this is what she sent me. And here's the correspondence. Y'all see who it is? Trying to get that angle for y'all. But you see the look. She said hi. I never responded. She said hi. I said hey. She said what you doing? I said working. She said okay. That was the whole conversation. Then after she sent that picture. So if you're going to send me that picture, that must mean that you had a good time for that night. But I was already gone. So let's finish.
Okay, so whatever came of that, you said nothing happened. Like, what steps did they take?
Nothing came about it. From what I know, I really don't know what other steps that she took. But I just choose to disassociate myself after that. And that was other things.
Okay. Okay, so there were other things that also struck you out about these sisters.
Yeah.
So you don't believe that these sisters are R. Kelly's sisters at all at this moment?
I would say that. I would rather don't take it and let it out, but I don't know.
I agree. Why do you think that R. Kelly is just now sending these girls cease and desist orders? What has changed? What they done?
It's my first time speaking of us.
Right. That is my exclusive. So I just got that information yesterday, confirmed it today.
As y'all see, I didn't even know about the cease and desist. And I talked to 3 of the lawyers. And they never said nothing to me about it. So
now you said that okay, but you said that their behavior changed and they started trying to come.
No, what I think is that they're trying to sway their way in to try to get to Rob, I guess, on something different. Not really, they were trying to do something different.
Like what?
But I'm thinking is they was expecting on that Rob he had no family that really deal with him. And then by the kids with the home, it's something that wasn't happening to him.
So they thought because his kids were a little, I guess you could call it slow, off, mentally challenged, whatever you want to call it, they felt like
Because the kids are really not like around.
okay, so so that's why they felt like they would be like his money handlers next, or they would inherit the money.
I guess I don't think it's scary.
Hey, Monica.
Everything will let them down because
So I'm gonna say this. It came to my attention a couple times. I just never spoke on it. That they was trying to get Rob to sign over power of attorney. I don't know how true it is, but I heard it from 6 different people who don't know each other on more than one occasion. So how ironic is that?
Now that's another story. I ain't even go there. Okay. Okay. All right. I look forward. Okay. All right, guys. So conversation that I had with Dana J. And as you guys can see, what Dana J had to say was that basically these sisters are just as distracting as anybody else. I mean, these sisters are really walking around, first of all, claiming to be R. Kelly's sisters. One person said in the chat, and I've been trying to make this very clear ever since I started this video, the name Kelly did not come from Robert Kelly's father. The last name Kelly came from his mother's side because his father was not around. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there was no, Robert Kelly Sr. or Dante Kelly. That person does not exist. So the only way that these girls would have the last name Kelly is if they came from his mom's side. And since you guys saw them from the mother's side, which automatically makes them to me a lost cause, okay? Now let me say this. I do believe that there is going to be some type of ramifications for what they have done. Okay, false impersonation or something, harassment, something. It's going to come from these girls claiming that they were R. Kelly's sisters. It's getting further. I think now is their warning to go ahead and shut it down because no one ever believed it in the first place. Now, there's a lot going on surrounding R. Kelly. As you guys can see, his girlfriend, Ariel Clary, his ex-girlfriend, she ran out the nose on him, okay? Everybody is very upset with Ariel because everybody had a lot of faith in Ariel Clary. As a matter of fact, Ariel Clary had a lot of R. Kelly's personal items on her person to protect for him. So that goes to show you just how much trust R. Kelly put in Ariel Clary, only for her to jump ship after calling her own parents stupid and everybody else stupid. If we believe them, okay? Now there's more coming out about this Ariel Clary thing and why R. Kelly was denied bond today. If you guys don't know, let me read this to you really quickly. R. Kelly's efforts to get out of federal jail with his coronavirus fears were next today on the ground that he had demonstrated no compelling reason for a temporary release and he remains a quote-unquote flight risk according to the court. Here is what the U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly has to say in the Eastern District of New York and Brooklyn. She said, while I am sympathetic to the defendant's understandable anxiety about COVID-19, he has not established any compelling warnings or any compelling reasons warranting his release. R. Kelly's lead attorney, Steve Greenberg, emailed a face-palming emoji symbolizing disappointment to the response. And I think that childish shit like that is why R. Kelly's case is where it is as far as the defense goes. From what I'm told, his defense team has so much going on behind the scenes that they haven't been able to reasonably get an actual plan together for his defense, and that's just what I'm told. Other people have.
And I'm gonna tell you why. You have people talking about the defense fund ain't real. You got people that's trying to shut down the defense fund. You got people that's saying that they for R. Kelly, but they trying to go against R. Kelly lawyers in R. Kelly's name. You got people that's attacking older folks and kids in R. Kelly's name. But here's the big thing. The federal government is watching it all and taking notes. You have people that's attacking Azriel for 4 and 5 hours a day. Talking dick and she's sitting on dicks and all that. So Azriel went. Last straw was when Azriel seen the video. When a certain person walks in the courtroom and asks people, is Azriel here? Is Kells here? That's why it's going to be a big deal. Because now the judge feel like if you can do this in Chicago, what the fuck is New York going to be like? And why would I give him a bond when he got these people doing this in his name? That's why I said earlier, I wish those 3 people just go ahead and leave because y'all not wanted over here. Y'all not the ones that's supporting him, and y'all doing more damage to the case than y'all doing helping. That's why I asked the people that's over here, instead of fussing with those folks, you don't need to fuss with them. Let's just excommunicate them. Let them do what they do on their side. We don't talk to them. We don't do none of that. We keep in our motion. We keep in our lane. And we mind our motherfucking business. That's all I'm saying. So let's finish.
I said differently, but that's what I was specifically told. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District did not immediately respond to a message. R. Kelly's prosecutors objected to his being released temporarily. R. Kelly is locked up in a Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago, awaiting trial for multiple sex crimes in 4 jurisdictions in 3 states, including the Northern District of Illinois, the Eastern District of New York. At present, there are no confirmed cases of COVID-19 at the Metropolitan Correction Center in Chicago. She says Donnelly, the judge. So there's no cases, and they pretty much chalk this up as he has anxiety, and that's why his bill was denied. Well, come to find out, there is much more behind why his bill was denied as well. Not only they're saying that it said that 53-year-old R. Kelly is not in the category of people the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has declared most at risk for contracting the coronavirus. As you guys know, they're saying that these people need to be older. Okay, these people need to have illness. So what he did was he decided his recent surgery during his time in lockup, but didn't explain how that was at a higher risk. And so the judge was like, no. He basically said, I do have a weakened immune system because I had surgery. Remember, he got a hernia. And also there was something in regards to his toe, which I was told was fake. But there was something in regards to his toe nonetheless. And so he said, yeah, I am an increased risk to catch this virus. And the court was like, no, the doctors didn't even sign off on that, even though he did just have a surgery. They said our Kelly remains a flight risk. And that's the main reason why they eliminated prospective witnesses. The defendant has not explained how those risks have changed. According to the
I'm gonna stop there. The defendant haven't demonstrated or explained how those things are changed or have changed. Basically, what they're saying is it's still going on. But who's doing the witness intimidation? Don Russell, Hollywood Next, Kevin Terrell, Daboski. That what they were doing a month and a half ago ended up in an indictment. Just like with Don Russell when he sent that Faith Rogers. What they're doing is ending up in the denials. So that means that they are stopping R. Kelly from doing what?
Yeah.
They're stopping Robert Sylvester Kelly from doing what? Getting a bond. I'm gonna switch gears real quick. Hold on.
defendant's motion for bail hearing and or granting his temporary release is denied. Okay, let me just tell you guys this. First of all, these prisons are overrun with the coronavirus right now. There's a lot going on. But there is more than that. That's why R. Kelly's bail told. Because I want to make sure that we have some visuals on this.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Miss Flowers. Actually, they can't. If you have so-called victims that are in indictments, I like to call them accusers. But if you have people that's in the indictment and you have a person or people that's doing things in the name of the person, males are coming to court to help their case. It's not about the rights right now. It's about what's going on the outside, what the stupid motherfuckers are doing.
Great. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure we have these visuals as well as this audio from me. So we want to make sure we.
However, that's all you need is one to time in. Who was on the news when R. Kelly first turned himself in? Don Russell. Who made a statement on behalf of R. Kelly saying that he liked underage girls? Don Russell. So when you see Don, that's all he needs is a connection. And when he was on Tyson's Live, that's the connection. When he went to Phase's Live, that's the connection. That's all he needs is a connection. They don't need to know the truth. They need to know the connection.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as they got a strong enough connection, they're going to do what they feel as though they need to do. Sound like to me he needs protection.
Reason why R. Kelly was denied bond, apparently, allegedly, is due.
I agree with you, Lisa.
Asriel Clary. Allegedly and apparently, okay, since I got to be the one to drop the T today, okay, allegedly and apparently, Asriel Clary has been receiving threats from several different people connected to R. Kelly and in support of R. Kelly, including but not limited to people in his camp and bloggers, okay, just people in his camp and
who claim that they in the Rob camp? Don Russell. Who the bloggers? Hollywood, Kevin, Boski. Think about it, opinionated. It's all right there for you. She went down there and told them motherfuckers, like, look, they're attacking me. I don't feel safe. Here we go.
bloggers alike. Okay,
Right,
so
Sky's on.
not only have Asriel been getting like these death threats from his fans, then there's everyone that is involved with apparently allegedly sending Asriel Clary these death threats. But if you listen to the language in which the judge or intimidate prospective witnesses, the defendant has not explained how those risks have changed. Okay, and therefore
Going on, or the people that's doing it. Why? Because when people like me write him to tell him what's going on, you had people like Carolina Diamond, like Lisa, like Cassandra, that will be talking to a certain person. I'm not going to say his name, and it's not Don Russell, but it's something this is. It's too much going on. Finish.
he's trying to get out. He has the people that are supposed to be in support of him, like the people that are in his camp, like his attorney and these apparent managers and ex-managers and this, that, and the other, these accountants and these this, that, who are apparently sending Asriel death threats and letters of intimidation while he's currently. That is a sheer distraction. I can see that the other women, they feel like they've been abused. Okay, so they want to come out and tell their story during a time when everybody else is telling their story. But for you to be claiming that you're his sister, nothing happened to you. Go get his sister from home, because one thing I know about R. Kelly is that he hates those type of distractions. He don't like politics. And he don't want nobody in the news talking about him. He doesn't want his name being spoken, especially by the people that are supposed to be in support of him. So me knowing that and knowing how R. Kelly feels about that, I know for a fact that that he
Right, Curtis.
more than likely he doesn't like it, and that gives him every reason to feel like he should sit a cease and desist order. Okay. I need to address something else. Okay, I need to address something else. There has been a video that has been floating around, and this video is from Sharon Winbush. So, to give you guys the last of that, the point is that apparently the intimidation of witnesses and different stuff like that is why video going around. There was a video that so here's what happened, and it was messy, and I'm gonna take the time to apologize ahead of time because this is some messy shit, everything that happened, but it took place, and I'm gonna address it because it was messy, and I had something to do with it, and it happened. Okay. I have received.
So, with that being said, I want to break up this other lie. Because while I'm dropping the F-bombs today, one thing I'm going to tell you, since I've been dropping and receipts, have anybody been able to refute anything I drop? Now, they said the rally wasn't a success. Yes, we had little in number, but it was very successful. Now, what y'all about to do is y'all about to see some people who was happy to be in the rally. But as of late, they were saying that they ain't really care about the rally and that's all they wanted to do is give a listening party. And if that's all you wanted to do, why did you need to attach yourself to me in the rally if you just wanted to give a listening party? Easy said, because you wanted the people from the rally to come to your listening party to make it look like something. Easy. But I'm going to show y'all these people. Hold on. This is Dallas. This is Sylvia's daughter. That's Shantae's husband. Another supporter. Y'all know who that is. I told y'all she come to my shoulder. She come to my waist. So now when she get online, y'all can't say that she ain't short. Y'all see. But she very fun to be around. Y'all see. We was all one cohesive group. Miss Darlene April showing off her short hairstyle. Wait a minute. Don't she hate me that she told folks? Keep telling y'all. You gotta watch the front. Me and Kevin. You gotta watch the front. Who's at the front? Me and Kevin. Me and Kevin again. You gotta watch the front that's being put on. Y'all see? Now, this is what I want to show y'all. I love showing this because it's epic. Look, y'all see who that was walking past behind me? I'm gonna show you. Show you. This is what we do on our rallies.
Puerto Rican girl. He's a very attractive young man, but they took their side. They didn't see anything. No photos, all this security, they didn't see anything. But they took what they see and stopped. Now it's fast. He sent letters in. I hurried up because I have a background on school club. So I hurried in and wrote a letter that everybody else on it. We got him out of that for 5 years. We got him out of that. We didn't touch him. And he had my family down there. And I just been praying and praying. I've been sending all my stuff to my brother. Let him take over. I don't know what's said, what's done. He's going to court. I think September the 1st is when they're going to start his trial. So we just been sending in stuff. We're here in Arizona. In Arizona.
They took her baby and shipped him to Arizona. Now look. You look.
Our son is supposed to get killed, and that's why we get it. Lord, our son is supposed to get killed, but I ask you to give her strength. Yes, you give her son strength. Yes, Lord, it's nothing else that we can ask for. Lord, I ask you to touch them and let them know that they are not above their own law. I ask you to touch her right now. And you restore the days that the cankerworms have stolen from us.
Now I'm gonna give y'all an update. 30 days from that day, she called me and said her son is home. So I'm gonna show y'all how when everything was good between me and Kevin, everything was good. Look. just showing y'all how when everything was copacetic before Don Russell stuck his fangs in it. And everything was fine. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. People from all over came out. We were short in number. Was out there. We were short in number. Parents, kids again. Kids again. Now watch this. Don't that surprise you? Don't that surprise you? It wasn't a beef there.
131 conducting a garage check.
So from that point, I'm gonna show something from when people were saying that, you know, Aaliyah married Rob and all that. Well, should nobody know except for her cousin, right? Her cousin should know best, right? I'll show you. Come on. Come on. Give me some traction on this. You see what it say? I want you to look at the last name. Jomo who? Hankerson. And I'm going to read it. It says, Jomo Hankerson quietly exposes that R. Kelly and Aaliyah were never married. It was for record sales, and Daryl McDavid and Barry Hankerson had a fake marriage certificate made and used it for underage girl. Blackmail on R. Kelly. Use your common sense. Now watch this. If Demetrius coming out saying that he was there, who was he working for? Because he wasn't working for Daryl McDavid, so it had to be who? Barry who? I just want to put that there. I had this made for the rally. This flyer made national headlines. And people had problem with this. So, and then people be like, okay, well, Dana don't know Rob. Well, who do you see? If I was just a tag along. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to ask those same people, can they produce a photo like this when I was a kid? That's why I don't worry about nothing. I pray that, you know, him. And then they say, Dana only know Doug, which is right here. Well, I find that funny because who's this? But then I'm going to ask them this. Can they produce something like this? A lot of day ones. Really? Honestly? I'm shocked that this is going on because a lot of stuff that they're accusing Rob of is not true at all. And I can really bust folks out if I wanted to. Where was Don Russell on this picture? Nowhere. So, with that being said, I don't have to show who I am or what I am or how close or prove anything. My goal is to have Rob vindicated no matter what. At the end of the day, am I the only one fighting for him? No. Do I believe that I'm the only one fighting for him? No, I don't. I'm gonna show you all the original footage coming from court. This was the chopped up one that was on Tracy Viewpoint. When they want to start chopping up videos and saying this is this and this is that, I sit back and laugh. It do get to me sometimes. It do. I ain't gonna lie to you. It do get to me sometimes. Because I look at it like it's uncalled for. Really. It's really uncalled for. So that's just how I look at it. I'm looking for something I can show y'all real quick. And I get emotional over stuff like this. But I'm going to show y'all Robert Sylvester Kelly that I know. This is where he returned to. So, whenever I see, or whenever you see me lash out at somebody, it's for a reason. So, while we at it, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. And I want y'all to see who's consistent. We was a unit until the devil crept in. That's when me and Kevin was standing side by side. Don Russell didn't want to see that. I'm just showing y'all a little bit.
I know him as my brother. He have a great book out called Listen. It's a great read. And I'm just going to give him his time.
Yeah.
This is bigger than the ladies. Allegations. This is bigger than. Come close, y'all.
So y'all see I had people come out. Everything.
I'm not a journalist person that is praying for him.
So we was one cohesive unit. A very powerful, small unit. And then the Dollar for the King campaign.
Hold on.
I showed you this was the original. This was the original. Now, it went over to still being the same account. Okay. With that being said, people was trying to discredit it until Doug Anton put this out. And it says, and what he did was he copied the PayPal, but it cut off at F instead of fund. And it says paypal.me/R Kelly defense F. And then have the 3 dots and a comma because it wasn't enough room. So it says to help. So with that being said, Hollywood Next copied the paypal.me/R Kelly defense F and then put it up like it's a fake defense fund. But when this happened, she called Doug. Doug explained to her what was going on. If you remember, she came on her live and said, didn't do what people wanted me to do. Now all of a sudden, it's a false defense fund again. Or should I say, when Don Russell stuck his head in it, it's a false defense fund again. Now, here's the defense fund now. My question is, where did the PayPal address change at? Where did it change? Let's look at the Dollar for the King joint. The new flyer. Because I didn't know nothing about a cease and desist. But when Tox get it, it's real. It's love. Now, I can keep going. But if I keep going, my next thing will be the lies of Don Russell. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to break this up to a part 2. And I'll bring that to you. So
I was going to Don Russell. Good to finally get a chance to talk to you, brother. How you feeling? I'm good, man. I'm blessed. Well, of course, my phone's been ringing a lot lately with people calling, making me aware that I'm being mentioned on different shows. And you know, I prided myself very much on the beginning of being quiet and standing back. You know, but when these shows, these accusations start moving, and they have the ability to move around, then you have to somehow address them. Right. You know, there have been several rumors swirling around inside of Rob's camp, outside of Rob's camp, with different people, you know, that have come in and out of his life. Right. And I like to address them, just to the point and say, what am I going? And I didn't immerse myself in the Rob's world or anything outside of, you know, I heard the song I Admit. I was headed to California, and when I came back to Chicago, he took me to the studio, we talked, and he laid out what was going on in his career and his life, and I rolled up my sleeves. You know what I mean? And I
30 years.
I never heard him say that.
I want to talk about the people that came in and out of his camp. But when the I Admit song came out, I came back. Time out. So you only been there now roughly about 13 months. So how can you talk about anybody that came in and out of the camp? But I'm gonna finish letting you hear this.
There's a lot of cash enrollment up my not one time that I ever steal anything from Rob to address those rumors. As a matter of fact, I carried Rob and I started to do my paper researchers, investigators. I brought a team together to find out a lot of information and unravel things that had led that pertain to why he was in the situation he was in. Part of the other thing that we were doing, we were diversifying his brand. I mean, Rob had only been with the people that had access to, you know, for personal gain and to benefit themselves, while he had other talents that nobody was actually taking a look at. So that's part of what I was.
Now watch this. He said that people was exploiting Rob, right? So when they had a bank account together, all the money that got taken out of the account, that was Rob money. How did Don Russell take everything if he wasn't exploiting Rob? Okay.
With Rob, was, you know, we had set up some other side deals with technology, with consumable products and things of that nature. And we were working those deals out when Lifetime showed up and it derailed all of that. So Rob said, Don, listen, there's a lot that people don't know. And we talked about the young ladies. We had a lot of conversations about his background, his history, and all that, his family history, stuff that I didn't know. And what happened with his business. And I asked Rob, you know, we would be way out different places. And I would ask Rob a lot of tough questions about, you know, the dealing with young women in his life and, you know, his family situation and all that. And he didn't have a problem sharing that with me because, you know, we have been friends for over 30 years. I knew that, you know, Uncle Rob. One time that I ever, you know, did deal with him or close the city, that kind of stuff. Okay. So I didn't need, you know, that, you know, anything from Rob. So the first thing I kept on addressing on this whole feud between me and Dana J. Let me just, you know, and then I'll go through Dana. I'll talk about Steve and everybody. But first of all, I don't know Dana J. I saw him one time. Okay. I was around Rob for about a year and a half straight every day. Okay. And I only saw Dana one time, and that was the day the girl Jasmine came to the basketball gym. He was in the gym.
Watch this. When Jasmine came by herself, I was not in the gym. I was not even in Chicago. Me and Don played on the same team and got blown out because Don didn't want to play defense. Me and Don seen each other times. Me and Don done been in the studio together. Make it make sense. Go ahead.
You know, he's kind of weird acting to me, but you know, that Rob's got a lot of weird acting people around him. I mean, so for him to say anything negative about me, the reason I have an issue with Dana J is because he brought Jasmine there. Jasmine did to do Rob's harm. I know that because
not bring somebody if I'm not there?
Okay.
You mean to tell me if I'm there, I'm gonna let you pull a gun out on somebody? I'm gonna let you, say what you want to say to somebody if I'm there that I brought?
At the shooting was left playing basketball. And I'm like, I'm not understanding why you're here. So I came in, from the Coliseum and go to his trial and be supportive. And I'm like, get the hell out of here. So I agreed to take her to the bus and drop her off right there for just a quick second. Okay. So about Jasmine, you mentioned that
your man said
took her to drop her off. No, I didn't. No, I offered to drop her back off at the pickup bus. She said she came in home and she took $170 that she needed to get back home because she was.
And them, they showed him a lie about me that could have landed him in jail for the rest of his life. So it was like, man, fuck you. I'm not dealing with it. But I'm sad to say, but I'm happy to say that me and Kip, we back on the up and up. He finally seen the truth, and we good. No issues, no nothing. We good. So I hope that answered your question.
Supposed to be stranded out here. So what happened was Bug, which is Rob's uncle, came out and he intercepted the conversation. I went in and had the conversation with Rob. Like, listen, man, who is this? You don't need to be here, dog. I mean, I'm understanding. I say so much ego with you, okay. Trying to face it. So I'm going out here. He didn't appreciate it. Rob didn't like what I was saying to him. I said, Rob, at least you know. She actually was on the phone with another person, Cass Jones, at the time, talking to her, and Conference turning with me. So I'm listening. I'm talking about she was scared, and it was just a crazy night. So I'm like, listen, you gotta go. That was the bottom line. Rob didn't want her to leave, so she didn't leave. It was real simple. I mean, I got in my car and I went on about my business. But that was the only time I ever met Dana. Okay. Never met him, saw him in my life. Dana doesn't know anything about me. So he began to keep asking at them. So Rob is not the type of person that's going to tell you about his relationship with another person and how they, whatever they're doing for him in any capacity. Okay, but Dana wasn't in the lane that I was in, so I didn't care nothing about it.
Put both of them on the phone together and ask Dana, do you know Don? And Don, do you know Dana? And then, well, no, not really, no. What you do is, this is my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion, is this. When R. Kelly get out, Dana can put him on his show and say, bro, dad, whatever he call him. Do I know? They know. But it's too many holes in that story that Don is saying. See, Don don't want to be in the, what do you call it? Don don't want to be in relationship with Dana for some reason. Either because Dana got a lot of dirt on you, or what? Let me know.
Would be the reason as to why these accusations from Dana is on your back. Dana personally was really in a Dana teamed up with Willie. I made a mention of Dana in a post that I put out, and it was that I named him as a snake because of what I investigated.
No, you didn't come out. He named me as a mole. He said Dana J is a mole, and he was planted by Angelo Clary, and he just went on and started naming other people. Y'all remember that post that was on Instagram? Let's finish.
And how she got here, and how she got in Rob's truck, and it was Dana. And I'm saying, don't nobody need to be putting no girls or nothing in this truck. Right now, while he's going through what he's dealing with right now. That was
so time out. How can I put anybody in a truck and I'm not there? Didn't he say that Rob's uncle told her to go to the truck? So how did I do it?
Like he doesn't do any of that for Rob. I know who handles Rob's business. Matter of fact, it was me that was handling a majority of Rob's business.
No, it wasn't. The person that was handling Rob's business as far as going to get his stuff, it was Kip, not him. But go ahead, let's finish lying.
Because Rob's business had intertwined into my business. So, but fast forward to answer the question, listen, there's a lot of folks in Rob camp that has snaked him over down to something we would never believe. And unraveling the truth behind the faces does not do it. The face line, that's true.
I'm not trusting none of them that left.
The real intruders, the people who really did wrong by this man, in his own camp. So even when all of them come forth an accusation, everything that they're charging him for now is not based on him having sex with any girl. It's right there around the that conclusion because of the people that went around Rob, the managers that were stealing, the accountants that were stealing, the lawyers that were stealing, the ecosystem that they designed to steal all this money from him. And the moment he started investigating they stealing, they planted landmines. So when he stepped out, boom, they blow up in his face. And I'm not just talking about balance. He's talking about every goddamn body. He was $900 million in the hole that should have been in his pocket where everybody stole from him. They gave him a weekly allowance. And that's what I investigated. So of course I'm gonna have enemies because these motherfuckers know I know shit about their dirt. And we're preparing for that when we get to court. Everybody's thinking we should be prepared for your underpaid. Fuck God, she done done so much dirt in her years. Listen, I can oppose her in 10 seconds and this shit would be over with. There's some motherfuckers like Cheryl Mack and a whole bunch of other names that don't nobody know existed in life. And Barry Anderson and goddamn Linda and goddamn Joan and Diane and Cash don't know nobody looking at them folks.
When a person just comes, give me your FYI.
Someone that needs to be under scrutiny and investigation right now. Other than a Jay Fucker tried to pay, they ain't done nothing. But you get them out the way real easy. What about the...
How can you just say you put a post up about me because you felt as though I'm trying to set Rob up, but then you turn around and say Dana J and Geronda ain't do nothing?
So, and it seems as if he was doing all this crooked shit, and just to get out of, just to throw him under the bus so he couldn't come after them, that's what we're dealing with right now. So Dana don't know shit about none of that shit, so he needs to stop. He can tell us about these hoes all day long. All he's doing is distracting people from the real folks that are wrong this man and put him in that situation.
Now watch this. This interview was almost 6 months ago. And you hear the word distraction, right? Who's now using that word? I'll wait. When Don brought it up, now Kevin's using it. Now Dabolski's using it. Now Hollywood is using it.
Stop with that shit. Like, I came to help this guy. I've known him since I was childhood kid. I seen off this man today. I spent over $100,000 and I definitely would go. Is you cool?
You know what? I never heard all Kevin when he did his interviews and when he says, I was a tap dancer, I was a singer on the streets. I never heard him say, me and Don Russell was singing, tap dancing, laying under benches. One damn time I never heard in my life since I've been doing YouTube. Never heard him say, I and Don Russell do the go under and go back and forth from California to LA to Chicago. And I never heard one time. Never. I might be wrong. I might be dumb. But I never heard it.
I asked you to see that I've got a background when it's possible. I've son gets things in Hollywood. My family owns a chain of restaurants. I'm on a tech company, president of the CEO. I made $20 million a couple years ago. What is that company? So what am I doing by bringing my...
You spent $3 million for a tech company, right? I'm about to help some of y'all. You spent $3 million for a tech company, right? But you was asking R. Kelly to give you Christmas money to pay for your kids.
They're not helping him. They're not helping that man by doing that shit. When I told Green, I'm going to switch to Greenberg real quick. When I told Greenberg, and I'll tell you, he was asking his fucking phone, and it's funny, he told Captain his phone, but then it was not me. He took us in the studio in the back boat, me and you, Greenberg.
You just heard him say he answers phone for Dana, but not me.
He said, Greenberg worked with God, he got the shit that you need to free you in this day. But this was when the case was around Lester. The two of those lesser charges. This other shit that became better and all that. Rob this guy Greenberg for that shit. Matter of fact, Greenberg was going to rob out Nicole, who had to give a compensation. She couldn't do it, so he stepped his ass in when it was lesser charges. He's not equipped to handle these motherfucking charges that I'm being robbed, which is why I'm going to measure off that shit. And nobody else did. I flew out to California, met the man, brought him here twice, met him here, never said anything about the shit, because Rob needs that level of attorney to put a blanket on this shit. He needs Hansel Wyatt, that level of a PR specialist to come in and blanket and control the fucking press. That's where
he needs an attorney to put a blanket over it, not vindicate him. That sounds like, Rob, I need you to take a plea. Think about it. And if you take a plea, I'll be the one that control all your assets. And I'll be the one that me and my mom will take care of everything. That's what he's saying.
How these low-level motherfuckers who ain't never had a dog fight at the top of the mountain, they can't even breathe with this shit. So for them to keep going out here and be, and not first of all, none of these motherfuckers are doing. Bring all that together, have some strategy sessions, take the initiative and just add some fucking information that was valuable to winning this girl out. But Rob, told that motherfucker to talk to me, and he won't do it. Why? Why is it that he won't sit down and get the information that I have that nobody focused in on? I don't want the world to know. I just want them to know. I'm not trying to let the other side know about what we come up with that will help defend this man. I want him to have it so he can use it to defend this man. And if he decides to no guns, it's a fine too. But Rob asked that motherfucker to do that shit. And he still to this day will not fucking come out and get him toe shots in the dark and shit that we did. If you want to know what Aaron Rob's motherfucking tax bombs, I really need him. I'm sorry, my mother used that shit. We eliminated those tax bombs from him. He's not going to know these people that.
Sorry, James Mason uncle did that, not you and your mother.
Now, can't nobody else come up and tell you the process that we took you to eliminate those fucking problems.
You can't even tell me the process.
They can't show you the signature, the passports, the driver's license, all that shit that I have in my possession. It's Tony for it's Tony.
Have y'all heard that? Wait a minute, I'm backing up for you some more. Listen.
To eliminate those fucking problems. I guarantee you anything. They can't show you the signature, the passports, the driver's license, all that shit that I have in my possession. It's Tony for it's Tony contract. I got all of that shit, and I'm not leaked any of it because you know what? I wanted to go in the hands of the right person, not these whole life.
So you have the passport, the signed checks, the signature prints, the driver's license. You have all of the Rob. Now watch this. Remember when a person was popping up on LinkedIn, not LinkedIn, Google Hangouts, and then on Instagram, and your messages asking y'all for money, proclaiming it to be Rob, and then showing the ID whenever you ask, and then showing a passport whenever you ask it? He just told on himself. So like I said, the whole time, people were sending money to Don Russell thinking that it was R. Kelly. And when I uncovered...
Somebody did that to me, probably did it to me. Talking about, I'm R. Kelly and I got a phone in jail. And they let me have a phone in jail, so you know who I am, and I need at least $3,000. Baby, please.
money to Trania Davis' home, telling everybody that that's R. Kelly's lawyer's secretary, and I made her send it back to a certain person in D.C. Don got mad.
You would stand in front of a fucking camera or microphone and hit his skin. He wouldn't have that shit if he was out. Everything on the streets, he would not have your ass $50 or raising money in his dollar. That's bullshit. But cut it out.
So it sounds like, I mean, I hear the passion in your voice. And it obviously is weighing heavy on your heart. And I'm glad that you're actually out here being man enough to, approach these platforms and speak your mind. I guess the question I have.
I don't have to call this shit. I got Rolling Stones, CBS. I'm only putting me in front of a camera. But the moment I get in front of that camera, I'm a target now. I can't move around and do what the fuck I'm doing. I got people that are death threats because of the dumb shit that Dana and these idiots are fucking stealing out here. Cut it the fuck out. He's not helping this man. You can go online and see it. He's not being listed as his fucking manager. I didn't do that shit.
Is it that I'm not helping Rob, or I'm not helping you? I'm stopping you from robbing Rob.
Article years for months ago for him because he asked me to. So when all the other managers stole from him, I said, listen, Rob, you don't need another manager. I'll be your consultant as your fucking advisor. When I went and spoke, the papers gave me his fucking manager because I spoke so eloquently and I had so much background and did research.
So you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like you're saying that Dana's responsible for possibly putting a hit on you. Is that what you're saying?
First of all, I'm not worried about it. I'm connected to a lot of different sources that haven't worried about some shit like that.
I'm not saying you're worried. I'm not saying you're worried. I'm just picking up the accusation. Now, you ain't supposed to be worried about it, not as a man, but
yeah,
I'm just saying because all of this is heavy and it's dark. You know what I'm saying? These streets right now is dark. But what I'm saying is that are you saying that Dana is responsible for putting a hit on you? Do you think that Dana has that?
It's not just Dana. It's not just Dana. Dana's working with Cody and a few other folks too.
So they're putting a hit on you. You think that they're all in on you?
Because they know what I know. President officer sitting back and waiting for money. We got ways to raise the money, but they won't give it as long as fucking Steve Greenberg is in the position because he's a fucking idiot. Look at the fucking motion he filed. They gonna say his client wanted him to do. I don't give a fuck. If my client did want me to do it, I would have filed no motion saying he needs to see his two girlfriends. He got a right hand involved in a fuck.
Bro. I figured that.
And then laughing at Rob and his ass all every day because of dumb shit like moves like that they keep making. Shut the fuck up. Then the judge said, tell the ass shut the fuck up. You need it.
So let me ask you.
And then you had a federal attorney coming down and tell you, don't file that fucking motion because it's not going to help. I'm preparing one that will get him. But I'm not going to say what the solution is if they wanted to do it. But if there was a solution to it, Greenberg goes ahead and does the shit anyway. He's not even a fucking federal attorney. He's fucking a state guy. He's over at that. He got fired for Patterson. Drew Patterson will kill this man. I'm going to every show and I don't give a fuck who likes it or not. And I'm going to tell the goddamn truth. So at least it's out there and you see it. When people start seeing this shit, they going to come to your ass with it.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you this a question off, like way out center field. A price on your head. How much would that be?
Oh, hell no. On my head?
Yeah. I mean, what would be the purpose? I'm just asking you, what would be the purpose? Like, who would benefit from you being removed from the face of the earth? What?
The hell, his whole thing. Shit, I know how they start. And that's what the goddamn, the fucking Homeland Security is preparing the fight bomb. They ain't gonna get damn no nice ass bitches that's claiming that he did this shit. I wonder really think that that's what it's about. It ain't got shit to do with that. It's these motherfuckers who stole from him that he was getting hold of. He was gonna sue someone. He's gonna sue
to pay his people. What? Chief Brown should pay his people. He didn't take care of his people, right? What do you mean? If you just knew you was being taken care of, you should not put some on with someone else who appreciates your value.
Don. I ain't gonna let you get away with that. He said he have all the paperwork of what was going on. Now watch this. If you went and talked to the people, meaning the feds, Homeland Security, how much of that paperwork have you turned over to them? And then on top of that, how would you even know what Homeland Security was charging Rob with? Because this came out way before he even got charged by the feds. I just want y'all to make it make sense. But y'all can call in if y'all want to. Come on. 470-355-8221. 470-355-8221. Call in 470-355-8221. Anybody want to call in? If not, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. Hello, caller. You're live on the day. 115 code 4. All right, go ahead, Sonya.
How are you today? Because I'm not doing well. I'm really, I cried today. Can I curse?
Good.
I'm in my effing feelings right now.
Nah, man. Nah, Sonya, say that shit like you feel it.
I'm just so depressed. How long is this going to drag on? And what the hell can we do? We've got to do something. It's not fair. It's affecting everybody.
Well, I'm going to say this, Sonya. As I look over the ribs that I made the other day, I'm going to say this. It's not fair at all. So.
I was crying. I'm just like, this is the excuses and how to, oh my God. I'm lying. Put Cynthia asses, put them on a lie detector test on live TV in front of us. That's what we need to do.
That's what I say.
And watch how fast the truth will come out.
That's what I say.
This is some bull crap. I mean, so we got to get rid of the devil. We got to get rid of those three devils. They've got to go. Got to go.
I agree.
No.
Hold on, caller. Be respectful.
No. Let them go ahead and talk. I'm going to hang up. I'm just so I have no words saying that, but
okay.
We love you. We love support. We want R. Kelly out. It's bullshit, and it's just all right, guys. Chat. I'm signing off right now, but I'm watching from.
For the person that called in, call back in 470-355-8221. I did, Lisa. You love me. Thank you, Sonya. Call in 470-355-8221. You know what, better yet, I'm going to call a person who just called. Call them back. Well, call in 470. Love you too, love me. 470-355-8221. Oh, you know, radiation don't mess with rats. Rats know how to duck. Caller, how can I help you?
What's going on? This is Alan.
Oh, what's going on, Alan?
Hey, so
So what can we do? About this situation about R. Kelly? Because it's obvious.
Hold on.
It seems like they don't even have that intention on letting the man free.
Okay. I'm sorry. Say it again.
I said it seems like no matter what they draw up, what motions they put forth in front of these people. It just seems like they do not have the intentions on letting this man free. They come up with any and every excuse to keep this man behind bars. But still, yet again, you can keep him locked up, but you can let 6ix9ine go free. Someone that's known for molesting kids and attempted murder and all this. But you're not saying anything about that. But this man, he's not convicted. He's sitting there awaiting trial. But still, yet again, you don't want to grant this man bail. For what reason?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: 6ix9ine ain't have none of his so-called supporters threatening victims neither. 6ix9ine ain't have none of his so-called supporters, going up in courthouses, filming courthouses, and then putting it on live YouTube streams. We gotta look at the truth here. First of all, we gotta get these folks away. And the real R. Kelly supporters and fans and family and friends, we gotta keep it. I'm gonna tell you this: when this is all said and done, there will be anywhere from 165 to 212 people.
Those other three, mainly, the little short midget, the homeless guy. But they come and they created all this ruckus. They blew all this smoke. Oh yeah, we for Rob, we for R. Kelly, this and that. And the whole time, their hidden agenda was to make sure that they conjure up some kind of distraction, to keep, Levi, all the real, Kel supporters, on their toes. Mm-hmm.
Look at
that's for damn sure. That's damn sure. It's a money grab. Anyone, can see it's a money grab, but with the expense of this man's life. Do we, as human beings, not just black people, not just R. Kelly supporters, us as human beings, when do we sit back and realize that we sitting there playing with another human's freedom and life? Now, the days that this man is sitting behind bars, months, years, or whatever, he can never get that back, regardless of how hard you go for him, Levi go for him, me or whoever. These are days of this man's life that has been taken, wrongfully because of people with their own agenda, people that he tried to help, whether the other side wanted to own up to it or not. This man helped whoever was around him. And we sit back and we let this injustice goes on. And then you got some people that sitting back that's applauding, shaking their head, yeah, this is what's supposed to go on. As a human being, you don't want to see no one go through that. No one. Let alone an innocent man. Whatever happened way back when was way back when. We talking about now. We talking about all these charges that they conjuring up, trying to keep this man from all these lies, all these people that's coming out the woodwork, everybody that got their hands in the pot that's trying to stir it. For what? What? Does we have any decency as human beings?
I agree. I totally agree with you, man.
It's really sad. It's really, as I sit back and, I used to watch you because at first, I was on the fence. I was like, yeah, maybe,
he is guilty of this. But as I sit back and I watch you, and I watch Levi, and I watch, y'all really, really dig deep, and put yourself on the front line and go through the hell that y'all going through, because ain't no way on God's green earth that a man of your stature, a Levi, go stand there and take the hit that they taking if y'all don't believe 1,000% in this man. And if y'all don't believe that this man is innocent. So as I'm sitting there, y'all, persuade me to come around and see that this man is really innocent, and that is these people that's out there, evil, demonic people, that want to put this man away and see him away for what? I thought there was no ending in sight. The music, the You Saved Me, I Believe I Can Fly. Those songs are special to me because they helped me through the darkest time in my life. And you're trying to take that from people like me. I'm not the only person that has no special tie to R. Kelly because of his music and because of him bringing us through certain things. There's millions and millions of fans around the world that goes through this. So now you're depriving us of these special moments. And that when we hear these songs, it can put me in a place where I remember, when I was going through this, how this song helped me through. It's really sad, and I want to see justice. I want to see this man free. I want to see all the people that are sitting there, making up these lies, saying he did this, that. I want to see them people behind bars. Let this man go. At the end of the day, we in the pandemic. You got this coronavirus going. Where can this man go? The fighter said, he can't get on the plane. He can't go nowhere. He can't fly. He can't so where is he going to go? You keep saying he's the flight risk. He's a risk to extract justice and all this. Please, tell me where in the world can R. Kelly go and he can hide that no one knows who this man is.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Alan.
It's sad. It's very sad. And we here in Buffalo, we still rock Kel's music, and we plays it hard. Every time we can. Even certain radio stations. But the injustice that's going on around the world, around the country, in his hometown, I'm just lost for words. And the more I talk about, to see this man free, it's just really, really sad. And I'm gonna let you go, Dana. You keep up the good work. You and Levi. If I ever was in some type of problem, I would want y'all two in the foxhole because y'all go hard and y'all go hard all the way.
The whole thing of it is when you believe in someone and you believe in when you believe in someone and you know their character, it's nothing to go against the world. And that's where I'm at with this. I done heard so much, like some people said I was a super fan and some people said this and that. But I understand why people are saying that, because you're actually helping me. At the end of the day, I was young, very young during that time. Very young. But what I will tell you this, God heals. And I believe, honestly, that Rob made me go back to school to preserve me for a time like this when nobody else will be there for him. That young gun is going to stand up. And also is a test of character. Okay, I helped you through school. I ain't have to do that. Will you come back and help me if I don't even ask you? That's the sign of a real friend. Because he never asked me to jump in this. Never. I did it because I love my friend. I love my father figure. I love the guy that I call my pops, my guy. It's a difference.
Yeah, man. Just keep up the good work. And it's very touching. And it's a great feeling to see that there's still some good people out there, such as you and his cousin Levi. I know that if I was in Rob's shoes and I had two gentlemen out here like y'all two going in, because at least there's someone that believes in me.
Right.
And you and Levi, man, y'all doing a great job, man. Keep it up. Go out there and shout his name, at the highest mountaintop, man. Make sure it's heard and it's gonna keep being heard.
I appreciate you, brother. And the thing is if I tell you it's easy, it's not. I mean, I can't say I'm taking a beating. I'm being beat the way they beat Jesus going to Calvary, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, trust me, I see it every day.
Right. I'm being beat the way they beat Jesus going to Calvary. And on top of that, not just that, I done had people tell me, "Oh, Dana, you support R. Kelly, so we don't want you on our set." People don't understand, like all the acting gigs that I get are like A-lister gigs. Whether I'm playing a fill-in role or not, it's major actors that's on it. So when a director say, "Nah, I can't use him," and because he support R. Kelly, I walk out with my head held high. But at the end of the day, I look at it like, you know what? There's something better. And as long as I put God first in everything I do, I don't worry about the distractions. I don't worry about nothing. At the end of the day, it's people that's going to backstab me. Look at it. 95% of the people that I took to go meet R. Kelly stabbed me in my back. Not once, but twice. People trying to talk about I'm charging people to go meet R.